I'm Jason Harris.
And I'm Jeff Harris.
And this is Furnitureland South, the largest furniture store in the world.
Our family has been in the furniture industry for over 40 years, and we have over 135 design consultants.
Our designers make over about 25,000 homes every year. From celebrity to starter homes, every project is completely different.
So what happens when two Furnitureland South design teams go head-to-head in a competition to create the best space for the same client?
And they've only got one day to get the job done.
Each team will bring their own style, personality, and experience to the table. Both teams have the skills to win.
But only one team can be named Space Off champions. Are you ready?
Yeah! Sounds like they're ready. Are you?
Good morning, designers. Gather round. Welcome to Space Off. You've seen your spaces.
And you all know the rules. You have 1 hour to plan. You have 4 hours to shop Furnitureland South for furniture and accessories. You'll have the rest of the afternoon to create your space. And tomorrow we'll allow some time for finishing touches and then judgment.
Guys, the team that best meets the challenge will win $1,000 and will advance in the competition to become this season's Space Off champions. We'll be checking in with you to see your progress throughout the day.
Are you ready for the challenge?
Guys, your challenge is Urban Loft Bachelor Pad. A young professional has just bought an urban loft. He's gonna live and work here, but he also wants to be able to entertain his friends in this space. But there's one caveat. You're working with a budget of $25,000.
Wow, it sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. Good luck, and let's get to work.
We'll see you soon.
I'm David.
I'm Catherine.
We're married. We've been together for over 30 years.
I think being married gives us an advantage.
It does.
We can talk about design 24/7.
And we do.
We live, eat, breathe.
I'm Patty.
And I'm Stephanie, and we are very excited about Space Off.
We're excited about the challenge with Catherine and David, and we're going to show them a thing or two.
Sometimes working together professionally is a lot like being married, in fact, because you need to make compromises for the greater good.
I do feel like it's an advantage being married for the most part.
Yeah, I think that's what's working for us really well.
I think one advantage that Patty and I have over David and Catherine is that we are business partners. I think we can look at it with a little bit more objective eye and tell each other exactly what we think, where David and Catherine are going to actually worry about making each other mad or not liking.
Emotional
it's
for
yeah,
us,
it's more business for us. So I think
that's a good point. That's a good point, James.
We love Patty and Stephanie's work. We've seen a lot of what they do from their website and here at Furnitureland South, but we have great admiration for them, but we're still going to beat them.
But we're going to make this fun.
Oh, we're definitely going to make it fun, and that's the best part of Alan and James, really and truly. It's just we have a great time doing what we're doing.
Time's up. Let's start shopping.
Now that I know who I'm designing for, I need to go out and just find that one piece. And I want to be able to design the room around that focal point and make that a wow piece.
I agree, and we know that the challenge is going to be for living, working, entertaining. So there are lots of things going on in one space. We need to kind of develop a hierarchy and design the room accordingly, right?
Absolutely.
We don't know yet if that hierarchy is going to be alcohol or TV. Maybe both.
every designer has their own look, but some of the looks and designs that we kind of gravitate toward is very clean. She always will do lighter materials, lighter fabrics, textures, and I kind of gravitate towards more masculine colors.
Well, we're going to really shop now that we know what the challenge is. We're going to go through the store. We definitely kind of have an idea of who this guy is that we're shopping for, so we are looking for specific things. What's up? Well, we're having a problem with this bar because we put it on our list and they have it on theirs as well. And it seems like it's in their on their side in their pile, and I think it should be on our side.
So you guys picked the same piece?
As it turns out, the other team, Patty and Stephanie, chose the same bar.
Pretty distressing.
What's the allure of this piece of furniture that makes it so just right for you guys?
It's the proportions, it's the aesthetic, it's the, it's everything about it. I love it. I'm in love with it. I want it.
Well, if we lose this bar, we'll have to find a new focal point, and probably change our color scheme.
If we don't get it, I think we can choose something else and it'll be even better.
Do you think the coin toss is
I
fair?
think it was the only way to go, to be honest.
Before we
Your
decide.
heads, your tails.
Okay, got it.
Ready?
go.
Ready for this? Are we ready for this? Tails. David and Catherine.
I think it was fixed.
Do you think the coin toss was fair?
Absolutely not.
Catherine, we won.
Oh, I can't believe we won the coin toss. I'm relieved we don't have to start over.
We always find with our clients that if we find a piece that actually is not meant to be, then that's what happens and unfolds, and we can actually reboot and find a piece that they like better and make them happier.
Actually, I like the direction we're going in now because I think it's a little more masculine. It's probably going to be better for our client.
I think our hero piece that we're getting is going to go right here, the focal point of the room.
It's definitely where it has to be. There's no other place for it.
The Bachelor that Catherine and I are envisioning is really, how should I say this, kind of a metrosexual. He's just not so macho, he's not too flamboyant, he's just kind of like me, I'd like to say.
This gentleman that we're designing for this space is clean, again, architectural, I keep using that word. A little bit lofty, but a touch of more modernism.
Well, my bachelor in my mind is definitely a guy that probably lives in New York City. He's probably an investment banker. He probably works 18 hours a day. He gets a car that picks him up in the morning, takes him to work, and he's there a lot. So when he comes home, he probably makes a bunch of money, and he wants to have a really cool space.
I think a lot of this we're going to have to tweak and play with as we install it. Because we may actually abandon some of our ideas.
I think that this bachelor is, he's bringing in a designer who is introducing color, and he doesn't feel intimidated by that.
Okay, yeah, we're going to try that.
We do agree that we want our space very lean. We want fewer pieces, but we want each piece to look very architectural. And men do not like a cluttered room. We have to dine, we have to have an office, we have to have a living space in one room. So we're going to create this multifunctional room.
It's all about balancing it too. We don't want one side of the room to feel heavier, because don't forget we're going to have a dark television. So I want to make sure that the room doesn't start to feel too heavy on the side.
Mm-hmm. We lost our centerpiece, our focal point.
You know what, I think that worked to our advantage because I think I changed gears a little bit. And I think some of the new selections of accessories are better. I feel better about that we're having just a little cleaner, a little more modern look. Well, we definitely have an opinion about the brick wall because we've discussed it, and I think the thought process, and Stephanie's going to probably be better on this because we discussed trying to hide the brick wall.
The stone wall that Patty and Stephanie put up was actually a very clever solution to the brick wall.
Yeah,
And
but I wonder how much it costs to build a wall like that.
well, I'm sure it's factored into their budget.
I didn't know
whatever the
we could do
case.
that.
Well, we didn't think about it. It was their idea.
Jeff and I have met and discussed some of the decisions you've made, one of which was to add these architectural panels to the space. And so that this doesn't put you at an advantage over the competition, we needed to assign a value out of your budget for the panels and the installation of the panels. Jeff and I have met on this, and we're going to have to take $3,500 out of your budget. If there's some things that need to be taken out of here, that needs to be part of your budget.
Well, it turns out it is going to come out of their budget, $3,500 worth. So I think,
Ouch.
yeah, it's an expensive wall. It's beautiful. It definitely gives a loft impact.
Well, we just learned we were going to be charged for the faux wall now, which is another little stumbling block that we have to get through. We'll
Yeah.
be able to make it work. It probably would be nicer if we had that money for accessories.
But we're
and-
used to working off budgets. We do
Yeah,
that
we
all the
are.
time where you've got to take pieces off, put them on, and create that. Most clients do have a budget, so we're used to this.
So we'll make it work. It's not going to be, it's not
We'll
the
make
end of
it
the world.
work.
Hello, designers. How's it going? I gotta tell you, your spaces look incredible. Wow. We got a couple things we want to go over with you. We wanted to let you know a little bit about today's judge.
Guys, today we have with us Lori Reed. Lori Reed is the VP of Visual Displays for Theodore Alexander, and she manages the Keno Brothers collection as well as Althorpe. You probably have seen some of her work. So she will be here with us shortly to review your spaces and decide who's going to win this challenge and move forward in the competition.
But before we do, we need to talk about the budgets.
So we've got the numbers in, and Patty and Stephanie, you've come in at $24,960. Congratulations, you're slightly under budget. But David and Catherine, you're coming in at $25,174. You're slightly over budget. Something's gonna have to go.
David, Catherine, we're gonna need you to select something out of your design so you can get under budget.
And then we're gonna ask you all to leave for just a few moments while Lori comes in and reviews your spaces with Jeff and myself. We're then gonna ask you to come back in and we're gonna announce the winner of this challenge. Good luck. Hello, Lori. Welcome to Space Off.
Hi, nice to see you.
Thanks for taking
Hey,
the time,
Lori.
How are
Lori.
you?
Welcome, so good to see you.
Great, thank you.
Lori, today's challenge is Urban Loft Bachelor Pad. So our design teams have been working really hard on these spaces, and we look forward to you walking through them with us and let us know what speaks to you from a visual design perspective.
Great.
Let's take a look at the spaces.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it. So this is the first space.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Isn't it fantastic?
Really love the way they mixed materials in here. It's really, they've done a great job.
Now, part of this challenge, Lori, was that our urban bachelor really wants a place to live and work, but he wants enough room to really be able to entertain his friends as well.
They've done a great job because you've got a beautiful living room space over here that's done in leather, which is such a masculine way to do things. I love the way they use the shelves for height. And in a loft, you would have, you know, tall pieces to accent the height in the apartment. So that's a great idea. I really like the mix of materials in here as well, where they use the rustic wood with the metal bases and the metal etagères. I think are really a nice mixture.
Now, obviously, our bachelor is going to be living here and working here. Do you feel like there's good, ample space for working?
I do. I think they've done a great job by adding this large desk with the stone top. And it's great access to the TV screen that they could also use as a monitor. And it's also a nice set up for TV watching as well. I do think this is a comfortable space, and I think someone would enjoy living here long term, even though it's a small area.
Well, sounds like we got a great feel for this space. Let's take a look at the other one.
Let's go. Let's
Let's do it. This thing's pretty cool.
That's great.
I can definitely see myself lounging in that. And we got the
great.
other space.
Yeah, this is beautiful. You've done a great job.
Well, the first thing that speaks to me in this space is that they've really used a pop of color in here.
I think it's really beautiful. I love the accents of the tangerine, and I think they've done a great job with a kind of a festive zigzag story here on the chairs and on the pillows.
You know what? There's some great individual items in this room too. I mean, they all work together well, but if you just take the time to look at each individual piece, it's like they have a room full of signature pieces in here.
And I love the lighting on this table. I love their use of lighting in here. They've got a pendant lamp in the corner, and then these beautiful, clear, lightweight feeling lamps on the table.
Now, what I like about this bar cabinet is the mirrored back, because I think that creates a lot of depth to the room.
And it adds a little sparkle at night. I would think when the lights are on that it would give a little excitement in the room too. I think they've done a good job with that.
Are you starting to feel the pressure? This could be quite a decision for you.
Yes, it is. They're both very nice spaces. They've done a great job.
Take your time and peruse the spaces. Jeff and I will go get the contestants and bring them back for the final judgment.
Okay, we'll have an answer.
Decision time.
Welcome back, designers. Listen, Jeff and I want to congratulate you on some amazing work. You have totally transformed these spaces. They're awesome. But in the end, it's up to our esteemed judge to make the final decision. Lori, what do you think?
Well, both teams did a wonderful job, and it was very difficult for me to decide. I really love the use of color and the way the layout was done over here. I felt like that really attacked the design challenge. I really thought they did a beautiful job with their accessory selection and the way they used the rugs and the patterns. And I also love the other team's work where they used different textures. They did an industrial feeling, but they used some warm woods to counterbalance the cold. While both teams did a fabulous job, I'm really going to have to go with David and Catherine.
Congratulations. Let's go. Congratulations.
Great work.
Way to go.